this AGUNAECHEMBA, Operation Udogachi, that they introduced, according to you now, they are more like a brother force now because people are now doing things together. As a police PRO, is there any way there are checks and balances on them? Are they just people that were introduced and were given arms and say, go and help the police? Is there any form of checks and balances? Because there are some inconsistencies and there are some complaints that people are now bringing and say, these people are now doing something else. Are there checks and balances on Operation Udogachi?
There is check and balances on Operation Udogachi, because if you watch, before the launch of that operation, there was necessary laws passed through Anambra State House of Assembly, which gave them the legal platform to operate.
Yes.
And before anything should have any legal platform, there should be checks and balances, except on exceptional cases that maybe you have any identified issue that you want me to react to.
Yes, the issue there is that there was a video captured, I think around DMJ's roundabout, where the person was masked, believed to be one of the operatives of either Udogachi or AGUNAECHEMBA. He was collecting money from Keke people. People are asking, isn't that part of their job? Do they now collect money? Money for what? Why are they now taking tolls from people? So that is one of the issues that I'm raising.
Okay.
This is not what we heard that they came to do. They were on masks.
Yes.
And anybody can just wear masks and start doing that. So how do we now differentiate? And what is happening? What are they doing? And then why are they doing so? Are you guys aware?
That video was intercepted, and I know that the police command is aware of that video. I am aware of that video. When we got that video, we sent it to the coordinator of the operation, and for him to help us identify that particular operative. That is, if they belong to them. So just like what I am saying here, there are some persons that are just very unprofessional. There are some persons that are bent on destroying the goodwill of other reputable institutions, the efforts of people to make sure that our state is stabilized. Remember, from the even informed position of Operation Udogachi, you see that it is not more like an operation to see them on the road. It is more like an operation of an ideology because of the name Udogachi. This shows that Ndi Anambra, by extension, onye ọbụla nọ na Anambra, has willingly on his feet that Udogachi nata na Anambra. That is the first push. The second push is the action that follows that ideology. And what is the action that follows that ideology? You will see many social media content creators saying, you should. Bayama. So this is just an ideology to wake up people's mind that somebody cannot just be how do I put it? Be Tochukwu Ikenga today, and tomorrow he is automatically extremely rich, unexplainable, and no process. And you even to the extent that maybe he has thugs guarding him or her. You understand? So someone cannot just somebody that except his miracle, which I believe in miracle. Someone that that is driving keke today. I'm not saying that there is no something cannot happen for someone to be rich, but the truth is that the rate of get rich quick syndrome is getting high. So I believe it's still that on the part of Udogachi that the state government keyed into this to wake up the consciousness of Ndi Anambra, for them to start exposing some of these unexplainable things so that government will look into it and come to the root of it. You understand? So some content creators, some persons have actually marketed this operation in a very positive light. Some of them have also demarketed it, trying to let them to know that it's getting hard on citizens. But the most important thing there is that it is a collective will of the Anambra to make sure that UDO ga-achị na Anambra.
And then some people say na enwero ka asụwa ọfịa ya alụ isokwa ihe aka n'ugbo.
Yes.
Sometimes if you want to weed the farm, you will also collect both the crops and the weed. You know, sometimes for good to happen, maybe there should be some demerits.
Yes.
And everything. So I actually understand that. Enwe ihe nchọ ịjụ, as a police officer, there are some things that we've noticed. Are the police officers that are on checkpoints, you know, do they receive different training from the ones in the office? Because you will see the ones in the office, you know, being so, you know, acting in a very nice way, having decorum, you know, being professional. But you see some in checkpoints, you know, acting in a different way. Do they receive the same training, the police at the checkpoint and the police in the office?
We all receive the same training. But I know what you are trying to ask.
Yes.
Because of the attitude of our men at the checkpoint.
Yes.
You can't beat a child and expect the child not to cry. I earlier told you that we are not collection of angels.
Yes, you said that.
But me, on my own, I've also observed some of the things on part of we. Let me take myself away as a policeman, citizens, that aggravates these issues. Some of these policemen are on the road are fathers, uncles, and relatives of some of us.
I agree.
And the same way you talk to them is the same way you can't talk to them. The same way you talk to them, can you talk to them the same way to maybe your uncles or your fathers?
If they were your uncle.
If they were your uncles and fathers. So,
yes.
Me, I've also wore mufti because, you know, this our uniform gives us a different look.
Yes.
But when you see me in mufti, I also have a different look. So I've also wore mufti to assess some of these our policemen. So when I come to those checkpoints, some of them that will identify me, but some that will not identify me, I always try to be polite. I will say, officer, good afternoon. Or, well done, sir. How is work? Fine. It's okay, go. But you will see someone, he will come, he will loud his music, he will be on tinted vehicle. When you get to the checkpoint, he will not wind down for the officer to check. He will be so rude to the policeman. That is what will prompt the policeman to maybe pack. Then you will expose you to necessary checks. You can't beat a child and expect the child not to cry. The way you treat policemen on the road, do you treat your own spouse or your own relatives like that? Because in as much as some of us are very unprofessional, they don't know how to address issues, but we still encourage you as a citizen to always see these people as friends. Because the context of saying that police is your friend is an undeniable fact. I have happened to answer a call that has to do with husband and wife rift by 1 a.m. 2 a.m., 12 midnight, 10 p.m., as the case may be. And what they are complaining to me about is a pure civil matter. But be as a policeman, which I understand I am the first responder to any issue, which makes me the first friend of every citizen, I will always advise them to calm down. At times, I will tell them, just calm down. Come to my office in the morning. I will sort it out. But within me, I know that it is purely a civil matter. Then I will find a way and advise the person. And peace will be in their family. For some. For some, I will also advise them to go and reach out to your parents or reach out to the family of the man or the woman, depending on who is complaining. So is the same thing applicable to when you say that policemen on the road don't receive the same training as we receive? No. All policemen go through that process of 3 stages of the training: the beginning, the intermediate, and the advanced. The only difference between we and military is that when we receive the advance, before they pass us out to the members of the public, they will demilitarize us. They will also train us on respect of human rights and give us, in as much as they teach military human rights, but they don't go as deep as the way they go on our own. So, because policemen are more closer to the civilians than in terms of the nature of our work,
Yes.
than the military.
Yes.
So, you understand?
Yes.
So that all policemen go through the same process of training. So any policeman that behaves otherwise on the road is behaving as his name, not as Nigerian police.
Somehow I can relate to what you're saying, because just the other day I was driving and, a policeman, or will I say a first person, parked me. And when he said I should park, I was smiling. I was smiling, like I parked, I was smiling. He said I should be going.
Okay.
And I asked him, what did I do that you parked me? He said that it is normal routine check, that he allowed me to go because of my smile.
You see?
You see? So just because I smiled, I wasn't saying, and then I have also witnessed people saying, "Okay, they mad? Why go park me now?"
Yes.
So I somehow relate to what you're saying, because if he did not actually know who I am,
Who are you?
it's just the smile, the fact that this person, no trouble, okay, and I actually pass. Then why I also ask is if there is a way to actually introduce some form of modern training to some police officers that are not cognizant with some of the modern occupations we have now.
Yes.
Because a police officer could stop me on the road and say, "What do you do for a living?" I say, "I'm a YouTuber." That's a problem. Okay,
YouTuber.
Yeah, YouTuber.
Is that I'm just hearing it for the first time.
You will pay me for this education. Yes, we have YouTubers. Yes.
Okay.
YouTubers are more like what we call content creators.
Okay.
But some people, you can never see them on Facebook.
I know of content creators.
Yes. YouTubers are also content creators.
Okay.
But
maybe I'm not familiar with that one, but
Yes.
I'm familiar with content creators.
Yes. But they are called, is a term, YouTuber.
Okay.
I make money on YouTube. That's what it means. I put content on YouTube and then YouTube pays me.
We learn every day.
Yes.
At least I don't grab that one.
Yes, I bet. And then when they say, "Show me the YouTube," if you show them, say, "Now here the money they come out from," you be yahoo, because say you show them phone, you show them maybe in see dollar sign. Say
Yes.
you get. So it's something that if police can actually understand too, it will actually help us.
Own a land, secure your future. Invest with Pine Leaf Estate and Properties Limited for your peace of mind.